So in this video we will see on the current status on development of new pharmacological treatment options, particularly for the neuronal diseases and disorders. So there has been a recent breakthrough for the prevention of migraines. So whatever disease conditions related to neuro I am going to discuss. Before that, we will try to understand each of these disease or disorder in short, and what are their signs and symptoms, and what the current treatment is available, and how our research is progressing in these areas. So we will first, in this slide, we will understand about migraine. So migraine is also called as migraine headache, which is neurological condition that can cause a headache of varying intensity, which is often accompanied by nausea and sensitivity to light and sound. Okay, so current treatment is just preventive and pain relieving medication which can help managing migraine headaches. So what is recent breakthrough for the prevention of migraine is antibodies that affect the calcitonin gene related peptide receptor, which modulates pain signaling pathway and thus alleviates the migraine attacks and recurrences. In short, recent breakthrough for the prevention of migraine is focusing on pain modulation of pain signaling pathway by use of antibodies against CGRP receptor. So next is multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis is a disease in which the immune system eats away at the protective coverings of the nerves. So immune system itself attacks on the protecting covering of nerves is myelin sheath. So it affects the brain, spinal cord and optic nerves. There are many symptoms of multiple sclerosis, including vision loss, pain, fatigue and impaired coordination. So because nerves are damaged, so each of the function will be getting affected, and the treatment is physiotherapy and medication that suppress the immune system can help with symptoms and slow disease progression. So it is just that therapy suppresses immune system, but as we know, immune system directly suppression of immune system will have very much complications. So what is this current status on this research? So novel disease modifying therapies are in pipeline. What these therapies are means novel disease modifying therapies that are treatments that can reduce the activity and progression of multiple sclerosis. Okay. Next is Parkinson's disease. So what is Parkinson's disease? It's not disease actually, it's or sometimes they are, if we name it, then it's Parkinson disease, but if we go to the definition, then it is a disorder of the central nervous system. So it causes brain function alterations. It damages nerve cells in the brain and causes dopamine levels to drop, leading to symptoms of Parkinson's. So it decreases the level of if nerves are damaged in the particularly substantia nigra region of the brain. So dopamine's levels will be less, and it causes the appearance of Parkinson's symptoms. So what will be the first symptom is Parkinson's starts with a tremor in one hand. So your one hand will shake first, and then other symptoms starts appearing like slow movement, stiffness and loss of balance. So what therapies are available? So medication can help controlling the symptoms. So this is how there is no proper cure for Parkinson's. So what is current research is going on? So nowadays its pathophysiology have been understood very well, in particularly the role of accumulating alpha synuclein. So in order to alleviate toxic alpha synuclein accumulation, clinical studies have been launched to investigate the role of poly-ADP ribose polymerase, that is PARP inhibitors, and we hope that not only symptomatic but causal treatment options will be available. Means it's not that only symptoms will be treated, but what are the underlying causes in development of Parkinson's disease, that will be also eradicated. Next is psychiatric diseases. So psychiatric diseases, also called as mental disorder, which are wide range of conditions that affects mood, thinking and behavior. So in psychiatric diseases there are so many diseases or disorders like anxiety disorders, depression, eating disorders, personality disorders, post traumatic stress disorders, psychotic disorders. So drugs are still in use which were approved decades ago. It means the current treatment options for the treatment of psychiatric diseases are approved so many decades ago, and we need to have current new treatment options for treatment of these diseases and disorders in order to cure them fully. Thank you.